and how California got its name. Okay, so our Sergeant Arms is going to count votes. Please raise your hand for Burning Man this year.
Everybody vote on something.
Yeah.
Only once, right?
4, yeah, only once. 5. Okay, why does E equal MC squared?
Oh, shit.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7? That should do it.
Keep going.
How California got its name? 2. Okay, it looks like why does E equal MC squared? Rupert Hart.
Sorry. Well, it is a very good question. Why does E equals MC squared? To tell you the truth, I was having a little difficulty choosing the subject of my speech. All yesterday I was wondering, what on earth am I going to talk about? Finally I looked at the books on my toilet, and I found 3 of them, which is hence the 3 subjects here. And the one book I haven't yet read is Why Does... But that's never stopped me in the past. I have actually seen the manuscript, the very manuscript which Einstein wrote E equals MC squared on, by chance. I read about it in a Sunday paper when I was working in England, and it said it's on its way from New York to the auction, and it was actually in Christie's, and it was only about half a mile from where I was working. So at lunchtime I ran over to Christie's, this auction house, walked into the main area, and they had a few glass cabinets around, and I said, where is the E equals MC squared manuscript? And the people behind the counter said, well, I don't know. I said, but it's here, it's in the papers, it's famous, it's here. And they were like, oh, it's probably one of those boxes. So I went to the first box, and there was nothing in there. And I walked to the next box, and finally here in the 3rd box, right in the lowest front area, was the manuscript in his handwriting. And it said E equals MC squared plus MCY squared plus MCZ squared crossed out. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, well, I don't know what happened to MCY squared or whatever. It doesn't really matter. But there was the original manuscript. You know, if you think about life experiences, that's just a brief life experience, but it's something to talk about, and here I am talking about it. Now, it turns out I have another connection to Einstein, apart from the fact that my mother was German. And that is that I once... well, also a human being, that's not. But apart from that, I had a job in Bern, or Bern, B-E-R-E-N, in Switzerland. It's a very quiet town, supremely boring town. Incredibly, supremely boring, Swiss, boring town. It's so boring that nothing seems to happen there, absolutely nothing. And I went there and I realized, oh yes, this is that boring town. Oh my God, I might be working for this company in this supremely boring town. And my German's okay, but Swiss German is like awful. So there I was thinking, this is awful. But never mind, I thought to myself, I will explore downtown in a bit more detail. I will not give up on this town, I will not give up on this company, the interview's tomorrow, but I will just walk around town first. As I walked around town, I suddenly recognized there was a clock tower with a trolley running towards it. And I realized, oh my God, this is the clock and the trolley that Einstein was on. So what happened was, 1905 was a very famous year for Einstein. Einstein had 4, I think maybe 5 papers in one journal. One of them was E equals MC squared, and another one he got a Nobel Prize for, and then 2 others that were of some importance. And everybody knows that Einstein had a new way of looking at things. And he thought to himself, what would happen if you were riding on a light beam, leaving that clock, would time ever change? What would happen? And what would happen if 2 trolleys passed each other with somebody running in the trolley? Oh my God. There was the clock tower and the trolley, which is what led to E equals MC squared. It's amazing. The third connection I have to Einstein, sort of, is I went along to CERN. CERN is a place in Switzerland that has a very important nuclear accelerator, where they have like a 30-mile across tunnel that goes underneath all of this countryside, and they smash antiprotons and things together. Well, I went there thinking, great, I'll do a tour. Fantastic. Tour. This is where internet was invented, by the way. But I'll go into a tour of these fantastic magnetic things and all that sort of stuff. Fantastic. Only problem was, they decided to refit it for the next, the Large Hadron blah 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 collider. So nothing was happening at all. So I really had no connection to Einstein on that one at all. The other connection I had to Einstein is he liked sailing, and I like sailing. So to answer the question, I don't actually know why E equals mc squared. And I think I probably could work it out without equations and explain it to you. But this is not that time, Mr. Toastmaster. You're not going to want it.